going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What a great day. Today we're going to be installing the QA1 double adjustable coilovers on the C5 Corvette. Now, for all you guys who have been following the build, know that I've been autocrossing this Corvette for the past year now, and I actually have coilovers on the car now. I have the Doug Rippey Motorsports coilovers on the car, but guys, you know what? They are a super rough ride. Now, when I say super rough ride, think about like drop Hondas. When you imagine a drop Honda going down the road, it's just bouncing all over.
Bonus flexing nigga, he from Tennessee. I had a thought. She be with this shit. She told me where he be.
That's basically the ride quality on these Doug Rippey Motorsports. Obviously, now these coilovers are not meant to be driven in the street. They're basically track focused only. They don't have any adjustment. The only way you can adjust the coilovers on the Doug Rippey Motorsports coilover, on the DRM coilovers, are basically by spring rate. So you have to change out the springs, and that's the only way you can adjust them. They don't have any kind of dampening or any kind of rebound control like these QA1s now. Here you can adjust basically compression and rebound on these coilovers, and then dial in the ride on the car as far as track or street. So these are some really nice coilovers. I went ahead and put these together last night. They come disassembled. So basically you have to assemble everything, guys, as far as the shocks, the mounts, the spacers, everything on this coilover you at least put together. So I spent some time last night putting these together. I'll show you some clips of these, me putting these together last night. One hiccup that I ran into on the rears, and that was the top eye outlets on the top. You're supposed to remove these eye outlets in order to assemble the whole strut assembly or coilover assembly. And these things were on there super tight because there is a jam nut on the bottom here. So the jam nut and this eye outlet were on really tight, and I had to use 2 wrenches to get them off. They were on really tight. But besides that, guys, the instructions and at least the assembly of the coilovers were pretty straightforward. So I'm not going to bore you with that. If any questions, I'll more than likely answer for you guys down in the comments. The car is basically actually kind of too low. I scrape everywhere, and it's have a hard time really driving the car. Like I said, it's really dropped. So I'm not going to go too far with these coilovers. Now, I think the maximum drop you can get on these coilovers are 2 inches. So from factory. I don't know what that is now because this is not factory ride height. So I'm basically going to install these and adjust from there. So if it's 2 inches, it's 2 inches, but if it's less than that, then I'll go less than that. I'm more worried about performance out of the coilovers versus looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the car jacked up, take the wheels off, go ahead and take off the old coilovers, and we'll slap in the new ones and do a little. All right, got the driver's side out and up next to the new one. As you can tell, definitely the big difference as far as look, but don't let the looks fool you guys. Still a good coilover, but just not a dual purpose coilover like this one. This one definitely you can do the adjustments. This one, like I said, all you can do is adjust height, and as far as dampening goes, you have to replace the actual spring to get a different kind of dampening on the spring, which is a lot of work. And this one you can just do here on the buttons. So you can just do compression and rebound here. They do recommend to adjust the compression to the lowest setting, and so we can compress the spring down before we put it in, and we need to turn the rebound dial to the hardest setting, so that way when we compress the spring down against the ground, the rebound is going to hold the spring collapsed for us so we can put it in the car. All right, guys, so I've set my ride height all the way around on all 4 corners exactly the same. I'm basically rose the collar up 2 inches from the bottom of the last thread to the right bottom of the collar. I've made sure that all 4 corners match. I'm gonna go ahead and put it all back together, lower the car, and then see what it looks like. All right, guys, and just like that, she is back on the ground. And while the stance looks actually pretty good at where it's at, like I said, I did 2 inches from the bottom of the collar all the way to the bottom of the perch. I did 2 inches front and rear, identical, and it looks really good. It doesn't look as low as it was before, but obviously it still needs to settle. But it's a good starting point right there where it's at. And I went ahead and adjusted the coilovers as well as the dampening and the compression. I went ahead and adjusted the knobs while I had it in the air. I did 10 compression in the front, and then 10 or 12 clicks of rebound on the front. And then in the rear, I went 12 clicks of compression and 14 clicks of rebound. I just went off the cheat sheet that comes in the at least in the catalog or in the manual as far as aggressive handling. It kind of tells you guys what to use or what to start off as far as a good starting point, whatever you guys want to use. But yeah, so I went from, they got drag racing, nice ride handling, improved handling, and aggressive handling. I went ahead and did aggressive handling because that's basically what this car is made for, and then I can adjust it from there. But all we got to do now, enough talking, is go drive it. But got back from driving around up and down the streets and just kind of getting a feel for the new coilovers on the car. And let me tell you guys, they already feel so much better than the ones before. These, and the great thing about these is that you can adjust them as far as a little bit more firmer, a little bit more softer, depending on what you're doing with the car. Now, obviously, these are not dialed in yet because I still have to take these to the track, and that's where you're going to dial them in to see, specifically to see what you want them to do. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, guys. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments down below. Like I said, I'll try to get you guys as soon as I can. Please like, please subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.